The pilot episode animatic for the new series, I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl, is out. I'm super excited for it. The designs are so cute, and the main character's not wanting to be a magical girl is balanced out by her wanting to live a normal high school life. She's from a magical girl planet of some sort, I think. Despite a lot of people calling this a magical girl parody, the creator says in her interview with Crunchyroll that it's an earnest take on the genre. There's no set schedule yet, and since we've only gotten the animatic of the pilot, I expect that they're still working on animating it fully, and it'll be some amount of time before the next episode comes out. So, in the meantime, I'd like to interest you in another one of my favorite takes on the magical girl genre, Sleepless Domain. Sleepless Domain is a webcomic centered on the magical group Team Alchemical. In this world, monsters emerge at night, and the city is protected with a barrier, kind of like Attack on Titan. Magical girls manifest a gift when they turn 13 after having the dream. In this dream, they meet the founding magical girl, but you don't remember the dream when you wake up, and your powers go away after becoming an adult. So, you're truly only magical in the springtime of your youth. You also manifest a mark somewhere on your body, and if it matches someone else's, that usually means you form a team. The hair and eyes also turn the signature color, usually unnatural, so that explains why they have unnaturally colored hair in this universe. Before you get the powers, you just have normal hair. Anyway, in this city, all citizens have a curfew to lock up before the monsters emerge, and then all the magical girls get ready to fight. We're introduced to everyone in the group. The Derideri, Tsundere, Himederi, Dandere, and the leader. You get the drift. Anyway, the barrier comes up and it's really cool. It's always a different color theme. It reminds me of the witch style from Madoka. Anyway, note that there are a few civilians following them around as a camera crew, because in the daytime, magical girls are viewed somewhat as celebrities. Anyways, at school, the group gets into a fight about whether Tessa should be the leader just because she's the strongest. Tessa's response is to ditch them for the next night and go solo, but at the last minute she becomes worried and checks on them. When she gets there, the entire team has been wiped out. It's a dangerous profession, folks. Undyne is still on the verge of life, so Tessa tries to heal her and loses her powers permanently. Undyne's design also changes after this. Before, her eyes and hair are completely blue, but now the center is pink when transformed. Each transformation's outfit changes slightly as well, which I'll point out later. Also, we get an art style change after just one chapter, but I don't mind because the author also created Kiwi Blitz and those Let's Speak English manga books, and she has a really cute art style. Undyne attends funeral service for her 3 dead teammates at a rather futuristic looking magical girl cemetery. Magical girls in the city are managed by the CDC, so when you get your powers, you're supposed to register with the government. She revisits the scene of the crime and recalls seeing a creepy, goopy, purple-haired girl who tells her that it was her fault that her friends died. She hears the purple-haired girl asking her if she wants another chance to die there, but is saved by the most powerful and popular magical girl at their school, Heartful Punch, or HP. HP doesn't have a team because she's strong enough to fight solo, even though she's surrounded by groupies at school. Another magical girl named Zoe is too scared to fight monsters and bullied by the other girls as a result. Zoe's mark is on her eye, and fun fact, she's trans but received the dream and mark before coming out. Undyne defends her and gets lunch with Heartful Punch. That night, she goes around asking to join other girls' teams at Tessa's request, but none of them really work out. She does bump into a civilian that's out at night, who expresses that he thinks they're basically child soldiers. HP invites her to train with her friends. Meanwhile, Tessa has gone back to high school for normal kids. She meets an unregistered magical girl. At the training club, Undyne opens up to HP about Purple Girl and breaks down into tears. HP comforts her and they start training monsters and eating lunch together. That night, some monsters actually break the barrier. They're saved by Team Outrageous, whose leader is HP's ex and implies that Undyne is HP's type. Sans, is that you? HP gets a weird call from Purple Girl telling her that she's going to end up like her mother. And then we get some backstory on why HP's eyes are a different color from her signature color. Kokoro's eyes are blue, which is supposed to be unusual, and that's because Kokoro's mom was a blue magical girl who had her while still being a teen. Her mom and grandparents were then killed by a monster attack. And now, we get some of the best designs in this comic. Vedika, who has psychic powers, literally has a third eye. Undyne helps her practice mind reading. And Rue, the unregistered magical girl, has a potion witch set up. She bumps into Zoe, who has Blossom's slingshot powers, and they team up. One day, when HP is late to a club meeting, Cassidy, one of her fans, volunteers to train with Undyne. Cassidy's power is flash cut, which means she cuts herself in half with giant scissors to form 2 of herself. If one of the selves is destroyed, the other one becomes her real body. Then she accuses Undyne of killing her group members and attacks her. Undyne fights back, but they're stopped by Bud, who has a very similar gray flower theme to Zoe. Bud calls Cassidy out for spying on Undyne and HP because she's jealous that HP is spending more time with Undyne now. This gives Undyne flashbacks to the fight her team had before they all died, and she runs away. HP gets there, catches up on what happened, and asks Cassidy to leave them alone. HP convinces Undyne to share with other people the truth that she's looking for Purple Girl. Meanwhile, Cassidy goes off by herself, again, extremely dangerous, and meets Purple Girl. While distracted, both herselves are sliced in half by a cat monster. Her bodies separate into ribbon and look like they enter one of the eye sockets of Purple Girl. Rest in pieces. Also, HP asks Undyne out. Asks her to team up. Yay! Oh, and they actually do kiss and start going out. Sadly, at school the next day, they realize Cassidy is missing. Undyne tells everyone about Purple Girl, and Vetica admits that she already knew when they practiced mind reading earlier, and lets slip to Cassidy that she knew that Undyne was hiding something. They all start arguing again, but this time, Undyne's like, guys, stop it. That's a great face. Zoe's first time in the club, by the way. Undyne asks that no one leaves angry, and they talk things out. Oh, and we get to see HP's aunt again. She works for the government, and Undyne actually tells her about Purple Girl. It seems like this has opened the floodgates for Undyne. She's telling everyone about the Purple Girl now, including on live TV, and she tells Tesla, but it's too late, because Tessa has been contacted by Purple Girl, and she remembers her dream now. She was the last of her friends to receive powers, because her capacity for magic was actually extremely rare. After this, they merge. She tries to kill Anemone, the magical girl responsible for creating the barrier. This causes the monsters to break into the city, so the civilians have to take up arms. Also, I'm going to point out that Undyne's transformation outfit changed to match HP's after teaming up. And now, it's on hiatus. Sorry for baiting you. But yeah, Cube Watermelon got hired to work on art for Pokemon, which I also love, so I'm excited to see more from her either way. And more of the I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl animated series. I hope you don't hate me too much if I got you into it only to be left with this cliffhanger, but I'm sure that Sleepless Domain will return, and I'll have another video for you when it does. And I'm still working on the webtoon list of mine, so like, comment, and subscribe for more.